Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I am jumping ahead, or maybe I'm behind, working on some Halloween layouts. This past weekend was my grandson's second birthday, and so I had been trying to get a few more layouts done for his book from between age 1 and age 2, and I just had not gotten around to scrapbooking Halloween yet. I didn't buy a lot of product this year. That in the past, when my daughter was young, I over purchased Halloween. I just thought it was so much fun, and I am still using up scraps and things from when Halloween product that I purchased when she was little. So I'm trying not to do the same thing. So I did limit my purchases to a few 12 by 12 pages. I did get a cut apart sheet with simple stories. I purchased the page pieces, which I think is this ghost, this banner came from, and then that journal spot that'll come into play here too. And the boo is actually the foam stickers. And then I also bought a few pieces from, I think either Echo Park or Cartabella. I can't remember. I think it was Echo Park because it didn't have the texture paper that Cartabella typically does. Anyway, so I have this 12 by 12 background and it says boo all over it, which was appropriate because the picture that I am working on is of my grandson, that we had this blow up ghost on our front porch, and he would go outside and say boo to it, boo, boo. And so we nicknamed the ghost Boo, and every night before he went to bed, he had to go out and say goodnight to Boo. So that was one of the nights that he was outside in his pajamas and running towards the house, and just caught that picture of him running up. And so I also decided that I wanted to kind of put a diagonal in my design here with the stars, and so I'm using the Tim Holtz black texture paste and putting it through a star stencil in kind of a diagonal pattern from one corner to the other. And as you saw earlier, that I did do some paper tearing, 2 strips that'll be on that left hand side. And then the other piece of the background paper, it does say boo all over it. So I wanted to use that as a main focus on the layout because of what my grandson would call the ghost. So here I am just getting the back main part of the layout put together. So I've got my paper strips there and just trimming off some excess there that I had. And then I'm going to give the side area a little bit of texture, I am rolling up those torn edges. You will see just a little bit of the background paper, but for the most part, it's just the white distressed torn edge along the edge there. So then I'm going to come back in and start putting together the rest of the layout. And as you can see, I didn't put the texture paste in the middle because I knew that was where my main design was going to be, and most of it was going to be covered up. So in this Simple Stories Halloween line, I loved this teal, blue, greeny color that was in this collection. I just thought it was very unique and different from what some of my other collections were. So I did want to, so that was one reason why I used the torn edge around one side. It also kind of matches the pajamas that my grandson Cody had on as well. And so I get my picture stuck down, and so I wanted it to look like that ghost was holding one end of this banner, and then the other one would be hung up on the edge of the torn paper side. So I did go ahead and put some foam adhesive back behind, just using some orange craft foam. And the ghost I'm actually going to put straight down to the layout. I did use a little bit of liquid adhesive just in case, since there is a little bit of area behind the ghost that does have some of the texture paste on it. So the boo is actually a foam sticker that came with the collection, and then this other little piece says to you. So my title is Boo to You, and here I'm putting my journaling spot down, and I'm gonna get my journaling put in here. I don't think I make you watch the whole thing, but it went pretty quickly. And of course I'm straightening it because I didn't get it straight the first time. And so since I wasn't really doing spiders on this layout, I did pull out some things from my stash, some old brads from an older Simple Stories collection here. And I just put this little pumpkin over the top of the spider, and that just gives it a little bit more of a cute factor rather than a scary spider factor. And just spread a couple of these other just plain colored adhesive brads around in a couple different places around the layout here. So and that's pretty much going to wrap things up for this layout. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. And I will have close-up pictures here following, and I will post those on my Pinterest account as well as my Instagram account. On Pinterest, you can find all of my projects in folders labeled my. They start with my, M-Y, and then like scrapbook layouts, my cards, my other off-the-page projects. You can find those there. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.